It's time for Daddy to make some funny.
Yo. Good morning. Welcome in. How we doing today? Mr. Fred or Mr. Ferd? How are you? Good morning. 987A, how are you today? Good morning. Happy 2 days pre-half day. Alright, what do we got going on today? Well, I finished up the fourth spinner. So, we're starting with a new mechanic this week. In fact, I wanted to recreate this puzzle mechanic, this door lock. So that is our current agenda. And we're probably going to be hopping into Vox Edit. So Vox Edit, we're going to be making a very simple box. So I'm still going to make the mechanic in GameMaker, but the test here is going to use the prison basin. So if you've been in my streams before, you might have heard me say the ball and basin method. So we're going to be making a really easy basin that is optimized. So, just basically a box. But yeah, let me open up Vox Edit. We'll get that started. Good morning, Go West. How art thou? Doth thou have a greateth weekend? Yes, yeah, nice. Pre-half day. We got a pre-game, Nene. Morning. How's it going, Secret Meow? Morning. Tired? And yeah, the weekend was good. Glad to hear it. I am, yeah, I didn't get enough sleep. So we'll see. I'm gonna be counting my yawns. In fact, I got this, fitness watch. Amazon. It's not anything special. But, it has a counter on it. So I'm going to tally count all my yawns today. Okay. So let's go to Vox Edit. I'm going to create a new asset. So in our March folder, we're going to be doing MN or MON-FRI. This is going to be the basin. So super simple Vox Edit this to start off this morning. We're going to create a child node, name it root. Now, Panda says we need to name this control node, but our root node in the last couple patches has been relabeled to world. So now we can use root as a label. It might be me, 987A. My microphone has been having some weird problems. Does it still sound weird? I can also test it, so... basically, it gets all staticky if it's not connected properly. Checking 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Checking 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, it sounds fine for now. But I'll have that up on standby. Mosquita! What's up, dude? Oh, you think it was you? Okay. No, 9A, this actually happened yesterday, because I had a problem. Yo, Nuke, what's up? Welcome. Vox Machina, good morning. Re7, thank you, Vox. Welcome back. OG Shakespeare, bringing the raid. Welcome in, Raiders.
Vox Machina's done something like this.
Of course. Thanks, Vox. And yeah, welcome in, OG. So, I told myself I would do something special when OG Shakespeare brought the crew. You all are here early. Yeah, G to the M, exactly. Morning, escape room artist. Halfd0rk, good morning. Wicked, you too, good morning. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. And we also got Ian, the IT guy. Morning, Ian. Woo! So that special something. Yeah, Yokes on You. I sent that last night. So anybody that I owed dork gear specifically, or an oak staff, that will be in your inventory. Speaking of which, because OG Shakespeare's here, we can get the party started. I forgot to give away a dork piece last Friday. So you all being here early, guess what? I'm going to give one away right now. So this is going to be specifically for the arm pieces. And yes, if you have won one before, you can win one again. So if you've won a dork set piece, you know, in my streams, you are welcome to win one again. And if you're like the one person who has, you know, already won the arm piece, I'll make sure you get something different. But the keyword, and you guys will have 1 minute to type it in, is going to be OG Shakespeare. At OG Shakespeare. So make sure you type that in, and you'll get a chance to win the Dork Samurai arm piece. Wog Zombie, good morning. No, chicken is not the code word. Might be next time, though. Beefcake, nice try, Go West. Thought it would be chicken. Chicken's always the code word. Just IRL. OG, hope you had a good stream. What were you working on today?
You can do it!
Alright, okay, I'll do it. I'm doing it. I'm getting back to work. Sorry, my bad. So, we made our root node. We're going to make a main child node. We're going to go ahead and start with making our box. We're going to have a base. I'm actually going to make them different colors so I can see them a little bit better. Jayon is here. What's up, Jayon, huh? We'll do side 1. And these don't have to be that large, but because they're simple, you know, one dimensional objects, or I guess they're 2-dimensional. Well, I take that back. They are 3 dimensions. They don't have many faces, so I don't have to worry too much about optimization in terms of size. So next we're going to do side 1. And I'm going to flip it. Flip it. Flip it real good. We'll do set to center, set to floor. And then we'll position this. So I decided I'm going to do a different color. I think we're going to do like RGB. These are going to be invisible. They'll never be seen by the player. We don't need them to be too bright though. And then we'll just make every side. We'll do blue. Duplicate, side 2. And ideally, I do want it to be non-invasive, like Z-fighting wise. So I'm going to try to line it up perfectly. So I'm assuming that'd be 16.5 here. That means negative 16.5. Great. We'll make another one. This will be side 3. And then we're going to make yellow and blue. Or green. Yeah, did I say green? Why is this happening? Interesting. Do 16.5. Making a flying saucer. Ooh, sounds cool, OG. Is it like a... I don't know why I'm being dumb, but is it a cat, like, milk saucer? You know, like a bowl that kitties drink out of? don't know why that was my first thought, but I decided to share it. I'm not embarrassed. You're embarrassed. I'm not sleep deprived, you're sleep deprived. Okay, so this will fit snugly in our box here. So ideally, you know, we just wanted a simple box, and now we have like a good color scheme going, so it's easier to understand it when you look at it. I don't really want the edges that tall. So I'm going to trim each one of these. We'll probably go to like 12 maybe. And then with the black, maybe we'll try white. No, I like black. Cool. So that's our little box here. It's all its purpose is to hold a single voxel. So we're going to be making a single voxel for the MON-FRI account as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and start the upload to the marketplace. However, there's no telling how long that will take. Also, the winner of the Halfd0rk arms is Escape Room Artist. Congratulations! GG! You're muted. Thanks. Yeah, I muted myself as I typed in my password. But yeah, I'm going to be sending this immediately to Escape Room Artist. So that way, Escape Room Artist can't hold it over my head, be like, hey, where's my arms, dorky? I am a mime. So congratulations, Escape Room Artist. The first of, hopefully, a full set. You mean dorky arms? You mean these bad boys? I can't get them in the frame because they're that bad. And they are boys. Okay, moving on. Yes, my arms identify as male. So I wanted to make a single voxel, which I already have, but we're gonna make a pink one. So if you didn't know, I actually made a YouTube video. Go on, stop. I'm sure we'll have a command one day, but not at this time. Let's see if this works. Well, I was thinking Dorkbot would drop the link to the video itself. But yeah, we made a tutorial on RNG. So if anybody is looking to make RNG, check it out. See, this is going to be pink. Save it. Cool. And now I need to log it out of my account.
Really, on a scale
Really?
of 1 to 10,
You.
are 11.
I'm the 11th, Sparky. It takes an 11 to know an 11. How's it going, Sparky? Good morrow. So, this is going to be for MON-FRI. Just copy pasting some passwords, don't mind me. Have to log out of every account. Why do I have like 4 accounts? Because too many projects. Okay, now we're good. Wait, are we not good? Okay, we're good. So, now I'm gonna upload these 2 assets, and hopefully they'll be ready before the end of the stream. That's the idea. So we'll export, upload to workspace. Everyone have a marvelous weekend. Yes, I think so. How about you, Sparky? I need some different music today. Try epic music. Okay. So, somewhat simple.
Hello. Hi there.
Oh, hey, V.
Hey
Good
there.
morning.
I'm a happy little penguin V.
Happy little penguin V. So, somewhat updated upload process. Looks like we have create new, replacing an existing. It just looks slightly cleaner. So I know they updated it in the last patch or 2. So this is going to be our MN voxel. We'll be using that for a couple mechanics. It will often have plant behavior. So sure. We'll make that the default. Alright. This is too epic. So it is going to be retro, I'd say. No catalyst required. Save it as a draft. Cool. So Kay made some cool stuff in the last couple days. We made some cables, hanging cables, which we could probably put on display here. And we also have a collision-based well. Interesting. I think he made something and it's not showing up. But we'll test that in-game, see what it looks like. Alright, and then we're also going to upload that box we just made. So this is basically going to be used for mechanics that require gravity. So, go ahead and save it, export it. Create new. This will be MN Basin Box. And then standing for Meta Noir. Behavior-wise, I'm actually going to be putting these as a door behavior today. However, I think we're going to leave it as is, and we'll add the door post-haste. This will be retro. Now, in a perfect world, or, you know, about a year ago, these would have instantly appeared in our inventory. But I do not think that'll be the case. Man, those were good days back in 0.6. When our inventory was automatically updated with new assets whenever we made them. You guys remember those days? Pepperidge Farm remembers. And it's still not the case. So, while we wait for that to occur, we're going to be setting up a prototype. And then also, I wanted to check out the assets that Kay made. So we have well and we have a well collision. So I don't think the well collision appears, it's invisible. So it's here, but I'm a little bit weirded out that we have an invisible asset. Can you make assets invisible in VoxEdit? Is that a thing? Has anybody done that before? Or is this like a bug? It's there. It's just not visible. So I'm still colliding with something. Huh. Well, I don't want to use it though because I'll lose it. And then he made some hanging cables. So these are going to be in tunnels, such as this one here. Just kind of like strewn up across the ceiling. The more narrow the tunnel, the better. So we'll have a brief example here. A little bit hard to see. Go ahead and add a light. Sadly, lights are only in the synchronized. Yo, what up, SSK? How you doing today? Okay, something like that. So, yeah, I'll talk with Kay about these. But, great first attempt. The ones I'm imagining are kind of like, think like dangling cables that go from top to bottom, and the bottom is like probably reaching the floor here. So, like the old, perhaps like beaded curtains is a good idea. A good visual. So if you have like these long strings that go from the ceiling to the floor. So the player would have to walk through them and navigate through them. Yeah, good so far. And then my puzzle here, we're going to be developing a updated version of our key. So I'm actually going to be working on it from scratch. This works. However, I actually had some discrepancies where if I spammed, my platform here would just keep going. And unfortunately, that meant you could cheat. So, first thing I'll do is demonstrate the current edition. And so OG is saying has to be at least one voxel, but the rest could be empty space. You can turn off collision, sort of, but not visibility, to your knowledge. True, it could just be empty space in the collision box, not trimmed. Gonna try and catch up on some French week games? Yes. Well, I hope whichever you play is good. Your choice. So I was just poking around Reddit, and someone not really in the SamFam said that the Helldiggers maps were the best maps. Just in general, because of probably variety. So, I don't know. It's always good to hear outsider opinions of to like, what do I enjoy, you know? You know what I'm not enjoying? How long it's taking to save. Definitely not enjoying that. Thanks, Game Maker. As soon as I start threatening Game Maker, they listen. Alright, well, I wanted to, because you guys mentioned the well again, I don't think there's any voxel here. So if there was a voxel, it would be right in the center. But no, this is a purely invisible asset. Like, there's no item whatsoever. I think something went wrong during the upload process, There's like a small pink thing right in the middle. But I can't like zoom in far enough to understand what that is. Like the origin there? So I don't know what K did, but he did it. And also, that is not what I imagined when we asked for a collision box. But yeah, we'll chat. Yeah, the lock camera is difficult. I agree with that. Alright, so let me just demonstrate the current puzzle. So we have our 4 spinners. Each one can be interacted with. We can orient this. And every time we input any of the spinners, it's going to attempt to unlock the door. So the door itself is going to be associated with this lock. We have the 4 numbers. So from left to right, we have 4, 2, 0, and 4. So with our lock, right now we're at 0, 0, 0, 0. So when this is on 4, we can see the first platform moves out of the way. And the third platform is already on 0, so it's already moved out of the way. So now if we put this one on 2, we notice the second platform has moved out of the way. And then finally, when the 4th number is on 4, we can see our 4th platform moves out of the way. However, during that process, my asset had respawned, and because of that, it ended up not registering. And my mechanic basically completed prematurely. So we're going to be recreating that mechanic with a gravity-based version. And I wanted to use the door behaviors. This is something I used in a prototype called Iron Gauntlet. Some of you might remember it, but basically we had an extra life system that basins would rotate out of the way when you died. And so your life was attached to a ball. The ball would fall and be caught by these basins. And when you die, the ball is destroyed and it redrops. And you could die up to 3 times. First time you die, first of 3 basins rotates out of the way. And you can do that 3 times. When the ball hits the new ground past the 3 basins, you get a game over screen. So that was a specific mechanic, and we're going to be using that same idea here. And right now we're going to prototype it. So let's go ahead and add asynchronized. We'll do the door behavior. We'll also get a ball. Both of these are going to be swapped once we have the 2 assets I've just created at the start of the stream. Once they appear in our inventory, we'll be swapping them out, but we should prototype it anyway. So we're going to have gravity. This is going to be tagged with spinner.ball. And then we're also going to have a detector at the bottom. Sure, we'll go ahead and use a logic circle for this part. So, speaker at the bottom. It's going to be spinner.ball detected. This is going to be a one-time event? Yeah, sure. And the message being sent will be spinner.4204. I think we were doing like combo. Yeah, it looks like we already made that message. Maybe I renamed the message. Yeah, we'll keep it for now. For sure. How you doing? Welcome in. I'm not grooving with today's music. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and remove our old version. And before I remove it, basically I'm going to save it as a preset. So I'm going to do create new / old spinner key. So basically if I ever have to return to it, I have it as a preset. Wait, it's not there. There it is. What? Where is it? Huh? I just saved it. What? Are presets broken? Try it again. Create new / old spinner key. Alright, there it is. That was weird. Lula9, what's up? Yeah, escape room artists. We at the council didn't test many of them. In fact, I think we tested like 2. And the ones we did test, they didn't even bother updating the things we suggested they update. So, there's a lot of, I don't want to say things I shouldn't, but things aren't going very well with, you know, us and testing when people don't use the knowledge we impart on them. So basically, it looks bad on us. The professional game testers. But that's just simply because they didn't fix the things we suggested they fix. Alright, so when we detect, specifically, the spinner.ball, we'll get a brief rotation, and it's going to spit out spinner.combo.4204, which we'll represent with a door. I think we had this one over here already set up. What is this? We'll keep it. Remove that. What is this? Remove that. Everything else we can keep. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and try and set up this door here. Now, I'm going to be using a rotate mode. So this is a fun mechanic, I think. You could also use the animate. Both will work, regardless of whether or not your door has animations. Because while the door is rotating and or animating, it's removing the collisions from it. So this is still a really useful mechanic when you're dealing with gravity and collisions, is having a door open, whether or not it literally opens, it is removing the collision. So things can pass through it. So, door required, we're going to be setting up with our detector messages. So each one of these is our detectors. So we can see here, when it notices the specific spinner version, so this one was looking for 0, it's sending out message spinner.combo.3.0. So we can set message required to spinner combo 3.0. And so when it's on 3.0, the door has rotated out of the way. However, we do want it to also reset when we hit the reset button. And we need it to rotate back into place when we hit the 3.1 button. Ugh, too many messages. So when we're on 3.0, it has rotated out of place. When we hit the button again a second time, it rotates back into place. And then finally, we also need it to reset. So that means we're going to have to use a health component here. However, this particular asset cannot have a health component. So instead, we have to add a parent with a health component. that is destroyed on the reset functionality. Now, our reset functionality is speaking through one of these. It looks like we were sending out spinner.reset.1, which sent damage 50. That's going to specifically spinner.hp. We'll also do spinner.box. Sure. So this asset here. And we'll try reset. We'll see if that works. Yeah, I think we can give this a quick try here. Now, what if the ball has fallen and is inside a basin? Well, the ball, every single attempt, is supposed to respawn. So we have a mechanic, and I think I removed it, so I'm going to pull up my old one. Old spinner key. And we're going to find that mechanic. Looks like it's this one. So basically, if I input any of these spinner combos, it was sending out spinner.combo.try. Spinner.combo.try was communicated with the ball, in this case. So our ball is going to be killed. So we're going to use a plant behavior. We're going to use combo.try to kill it, while also simultaneously spawning another one. So this one will be an asset spawner using a preset. We're going to go ahead and preset our ball here. Has gravity. Our asset spawner will have no collisions. And it's going to spawn the spinner ball. And so that's going to be on the combo try, much like its counterpart. Okay. So those look set up. I can delete these again, except for the yellow. We do want this one. Right, we could probably save our progress now. What is this from? Oh, this was the very first version of our binary puzzle. So I can delete this. Before I delete it, though, I like to save a backup. To create new, this will be / old binary puzzle. So that's a backup in case I ever need it. However, presets are being really weird right now. It's not saving. And I don't understand why. But that's why I'm double checking, because that would make me furious. Mr. Furious. So not quite sure why my stuff is not showing up. That was the second time that's happened today. And now you can understand I'm getting frustrated. So old binary puzzle. So that time it shows up. I don't know why it's doing that. Couldn't tell you why. Just Game Maker thinks. Let's go and save. Nicholas Mage, what's up, dude? Lula Love 9, no way! That's Game Maker magic, baby! Yeah, the magic is nobody knows how it works. That's the magic. Okay, so if we rotate this third dial, we should see that my basin had rotated, and in fact, it allowed the ball to fall all the way through. So if we hit it again, the ball should be caught, and it is. Great. The last thing was, I don't think our detector spat out the message, otherwise this door would have opened. And that's because the combo message wasn't set up yet. So basically we needed to have the combo correct message go through. However, I'm simplifying this mechanic. Before, I had a whole slew of assets. So basically by using this gravity puzzle mechanic now, it should allow me to use less messages. So we're going to do 4204, and I'm going to remove this correct version. So this should have detected the spinner ball, spinner.ball, but we didn't see the display duration occur. So spinner.ball was supposed to hit the ground. I think it might have just been too far away. Yeah, it looks like it was just too far away. Okay. Try it one more time. There it is. Okay, so now we have like a point A to point B. So now we're filling in the gap here of all the things that should happen before we get the door unlocking, which the door, we also need to make sure it has the correct message. And unfortunately the health component and the rotation doesn't look great. Like, I wish it was like rotating literally out of the path, like on a hinge. But we can't all get what we want, I guess. So instead it's just going to pass through it. Now, as for the reset functionality, we want to make sure it's resetting. We already tested to see that one work, so that was good. Okay, let's make sure the reset works. So yes, any attempt will cause the ball to spawn. So now if I try it again, the ball in the basin should be removed, and it spawns a new one. That's good. We spawn a new ball here. Ball drops to the bottom when we have the correct combination. The door has yet to open, so we got to make sure the door mechanic works. And then now we're going to try the reset. So that caused this basin to redo itself. So we need to make sure the basin has collisions again, and it did not. So that's somewhat concerning. So we're now going to attempt to set it to destroy and make sure... Oh, I know why. Because I didn't parent them together. So this needs to have health component reset. This is just going to be basin 1. So now we'll test that again. Basin works. Basin has no collisions. Basin's reset. Basin still has no collisions, even after being reset. So, we have to approach it from a different angle. We need to make this be destroyed. And then we're spawning another one. So it's going to... Or... Actually, I might even approach it from another different angle. Hey, King Crypto, what's up? Good morning. How are you? What is this amazing wizardry? It's Halfd0rk coming up with new ideas on the spot. And it's often the wrong idea, but eventually we get to the right idea. That's usually how it works. So instead of a health component, I'm actually going to try a replace asset. I'm a big fan of replace asset. I've been using it more in my mechanics lately. It's going to replace itself with itself. So, message required is going to be the combo attempt. Oh wait, no. We want the reset to replace it. We want spinner.reset.1. Great. And I'm going to go ahead and save this preset. This will be spinner basin 1. No, this one's number 3 specifically. Spinner 3 basin. Because if I go into my presets, spinner 3 is the tag I chose, or the label, so to speak. So I'm going to go ahead and save a new preset. And now that I have it as a preset, I can pull it up in the replace asset. And so it's going to replace itself with itself. Every basin. And we'll just double ensure that it has the correct tag when it replaces. And finally, we resave the preset now that it's on a loop. And so, now we wait 2 minutes while GameMaker saves. Good morning. A beautiful Monday morning. I agree, King. What are you up to today? Any Goblin Noid events? Kingdom of Sakar, baby! Alright, so we rotate our basin out of the way. But what I'm testing here is the reset. So it's going to reset itself. And so second attempt, great! Now we have collisions again. So essentially resetting it by replacing itself with itself allows the door to be completely reset. So if I were to drop a ball, it lands in. If I have the correct combination where the ball can fall through.
So it's
420. The ball should continue to fall. Now it should stop. Great. And then if I reset it, it should still be caught. That one should remove it. Cool. Yeah, this is progress. Now we double check to see if our basin showed up. Nope. So it looks like we still have to wait 1 to 3 hours for new assets to appear. Builders Guild Challenge wraps up Friday. Ooh, this is the spring weapons, is it not? We got week 2 challenges launching today, organizing a fun event. Oh, sounds great. The Eekend. The Eekend. Oh man, I apologize if I'm making weird noises. My body is not ready. But the spirit is willing. Okay, so we have our first basin here set up. Now we can set up the other ones. So this was number 3. We're going to be making 2. Making 1. So one thing to keep in mind is gravity does need a little bit of time before the doors can catch it. Actually, I don't know about that. Maybe it doesn't need that much time. So the animation might add the collision sooner rather than later. So we'll keep it there for now. We've got spinner 1, we got spinner 2. Here's spinner 3, we're going to make 4. Great, so now I can save these each as presets. These will be individuals. And then I will re-save them once we give them the correct settings. But as we saw, I needed to make them as prototypes in order to save them. And, you know, replace them with themselves. So each one of these will rotate out of the way on the reset function. So this one's spinner 1 and spinner 4. Then we have the doors. Each of the doors is associated with the relative spinner. So we did 4204 was the combination. So we need spinner combo 44. And then we need the number that comes right after that to rotate it back into place. So 45. And then because we've associated the reset with the parent asset, we're covered. Good to go. So 3 is good. Then we have combo for 2. So 2, 2. And then 2.3. And then finally, it's combo 4. 1.4. And then spinner .1.5. So the following number. Looks good. We could also set up a sound effect, which might be cool. Like that could be the giveaway. No, there's not an active giveaway, but now there is. Because this is an opportune moment to start a giveaway. But yeah, maybe we add a sound effect to when you have the correct number. So like it'll click. For free. Yes. Check it out. So if you want to enter into the giveaway, this is for a creator coin. So all you have to do is type that code word into chat. I'll put it up for a couple minutes while I'm working. We'll go ahead and save it and test out our puzzle. Okay, so the ball.
I've lost my marbles.
I've also lost my marbles. The ball will fall every single attempt. But it's always either going to be caught or it's going to fall to the bottom if we have the correct combination. So right now, it's being caught by the first basin. When the basin in roulette number 1 is at 4, it would fall to the very bottom. Now, I had, unfortunately, skipped 4, so we'll cycle back, and this time I'm going to spam. I made sure to save, so if it crashes, you know, at least we got that. We have 4. So now the ball should have dropped further. It seems to be having a problem right now. So it's being caught right now. Good day. What's up, Paul? How you doing, Fairyolto? 7 Summits, how you doing? The Obi only one? Sure. If you insist. Good Moro. Yeah, my door mechanic. I need to double check this. So spinner.combo.1.4. Spinner.combo. That message is supposed to be coming from here, as this is supposed to be acknowledging spinner.combo.1.4. So it is acknowledging it. However, my door is currently not allowing it to pass through. So what does that tell me? Well, it doesn't tell me anything. My first thought is this is too close, so it's being caught. Not getting the chance to open. Did I resave my presets? Right now we're troubleshooting here. Oh. We did not resave our presets. Yay! Troubleshooting when it works. Feels good, man. Rolling the giveaway. King Crypto won it. Let's go. Congrats, my guy. So I'll be sending you a coin. I'll make sure to add that to the list. GG!
You know, you make a choice to win. And
You just win.
I'm sorry, winning.
King underscore of crypto. //1. Fantastic. Alright, so I've saved the presets. So now we should be able to have the ball drop, and it should go past that first basin. So if we make any attempts, it'll land in the first one. But when we get to 4 on this one, the ball has now landed in the second basin. So let's go ahead and set up the correct combination for 2, 0, 2, 3, and 4. Bada bing, bada boom! We made the mechanic in less than an hour. J-Dog, what's up, dude? Good morning. Go West didn't win it, though. Go West does win a lot. Because he's a winner. J-Dog, what's happening? I sent you your dork equipment. Royalty has all the coins, the taxes. Yeah, the king. He's taking it from his serfdoms. Hey, anytime, King. I definitely didn't rig it, King. Just so we're clear, I really did not rig it. That would be unfair.
You can do it!
Sorry, there's something in my eye. Oh wait, not in that eye. This eye. Great. So our mechanic works. The only thing that I would change, we need to make sure the door opens. And we can start adding other additions, such as sound effects. We can add other combinations. So what's another number, 4 numbers, that we should use as a combination? I'll let chat decide. So, numbers are 0 through 9. You all could each individually type in a number. So Go West, I can already see the association with the 927s. Escape from Artist, that's a good addition. I think we will do the year. That's a good addition. Lucas, what's happening, man? Welcome in. Lucas is right. Hope you're having a nice Monday so far. V says 6, Sparky says 4, and Secret Meow says 9. And Lucas subscribed for 9 months. So we have 3 numbers right there. I'm going to use all of those that were suggested. So, G to the M. We got 3792, 2023, and 4699. Just waking up. You do morning runs, right, Lucas? I kind of just assumed it because you are in peak male physique. And that's what I assume, you know, peak alpha males do. Is they just go for morning runs. Ah, I see, Go West. Well, in that case, it was your subconscious. So we have that to thank. It warms my heart. Mine too, Escape from Artist. Coffee is very warm, and it goes straight to my heart. So, our basins here, I'm actually going to be making variations so that we have different doors that can be opened. So our door here, we actually want to make sure it animates, and I did not see it open. Oh, it's because it had a toggle on. So I'm going to remove the toggle, it's just going to be automatically on. And it's going to be a one-time event. So, if it's a one-time event, then I will add a toggle. So get back here. Back here. And we're going to set up a turn off event when we get that combo. So we'll do spinner. And I think I did have something already. So yeah, spinner.combo.4204.correct. So when we get that, it's going to reset it. Or toggle it off. We'll use a health component, which will be speaking to our doors. So when we get the 4204, so that correct combination, it'll send out the correct message, which then will be destroyed and it sends a message to our door. So yeah, we've already simplified our lock puzzle by quite a lot just using this mechanic here. All right, yeah, we'll just test it one more time. Make sure it's opening the door. Four, two, oops, crap. Crap, I did it twice. Oh my god. This is the real puzzle. This is harder than any Diablo-inspired sandbox game. It's when you get too overzealous. And you're like, oh, I'll get to that number faster if I spam it. Great, door opens. So we have our correct combination. But now we're setting up more combinations. We have our 3 other options. So what that'll do is it'll probably open like some side rooms in our puzzle area. Got a poster on the bed for inspiration, Wogzombie. Yeah, Wogzombie, I'm just collecting posters of everyone. So cool, right, Lucas? Thank you. Alright, so with our basins, we're going to be making more presets. Because each one of the doors associated has a different requirement. Now, taking a quick look here. We have one that does have the correct, or the exact same number in the same slot, so we can use that. So 4204, the rest do not. So this is the only one that gets to be reused twice. I do want to name these accordingly. So this will be spinner.1 basin 4. This will be spinner 2 basin 2. This will be spinner 3 basin 0. Or more specifically, I'd probably do a spinner1.4. Because just overall organization. So 420. Okay. And 4. So now each one of those will resave. Bleh. So same deal here. That one's going to be identical. So this is our 4699. It's going to be this version. So this will be spinner 2.6. So we can go ahead and save this as a preset, create a new one, and we'll swap it out. Okay, and then the door attached to it will be, because it's 6, we'll have a new combination message. So this will be spinner .combo.2.6, and then spinner 2.7 is going to close it. Cool. We can resave it. And save. Gotta get some ups. Hey, Mosquita. Good morning. Buenos dias. Okay, it's working. It's working. Checking if our basin has appeared yet. Nope. What about our voxel? Nope. So we made some assets in box edit. We're just doing a quick test every 30-ish minutes to see if they appear in our inventory. Unfortunately, I think we're at the hour mark. Eventually it'll be instant again, but not eventually enough. How could this happen to me? Why is this so difficult? Please, I just want... Oh my God. Please. This is going to be 9. Go ahead and save it. And then we can update it.
They're there.
They're there.
Everything's going to be fine.
Thanks, V. I needed that. Okay, so we got the spinner. And this one is 4.9. Save it as a new preset, and we'll update it when we finish it. Alright, so each one of these has the different combination. So then we're looking for 9s. So it's going to be spinner.combo.3.9. This is going to be a new message. And then we want 3. What comes after 9? Excla? I think Excla. You can remove the old ones. Great, and then we come to this, which will be same situation, spinner.combo.4.9. and 4.xcla. So it rotates out of the way when we have the correct number, number 9, and it rotates back if we, pass 9. We go to the next number sequentially after 9 is exclamation point. That's just how my dials are set up. And then this asset here, the replace asset, is also being swapped out only on the reset function. Great. The only thing we're missing now are the detectors, which I will go ahead and make logic circles for. So each one of these will be detecting the specific tag of the dial when it has spawned the correct version. So if we're doing, what number? 4699. Go ahead and remove the text on these. We'll just double check what it looks like. We have 2 detect entity, include tags, and the combo message. In fact, for this one, I actually don't have to adjust it. I will have to adjust the next one, though, so we can keep it. So, for example, 3. So that would be spinner combo 3. So 1.3. But that'll be for the next one, so I don't have to do that yet. But we can go and duplicate this. And this will be spinner 2.6. So when it locates that, it's going to send out that combo message, which will be 2.6. Great. Go to the next one. This one is looking for 3.9. And we'll send out combo message 3.9. Then finally, we're looking for 4.9. And that's going to be sending out the combo message at 4.9. I mean, is it that easy? No. Because we still have to save all the presets. That one's fine. No. Okay, so then we gotta make sure these presets are plugged in correctly. We got 3.9, we got 4.9, we have 1.4 and 2.6. Okay, I think we're good for test now. Saving. Ugh. Go get up and take a break after this works. Only takes 2 minutes to save. Only 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. Yikes. Still saving. I guess I'll do some Amazon shopping while I wait. I guess I'll make a video game while I'm waiting. There it goes. Try it. Alright, so we're inputting 4699. I mean, it is pretty fun to do it. Just go to each one of these. Oh, thanks, V. I forgot. As per usual.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Okay, now you're just making fun of me. 4699. We didn't set up the detector or a ball. Ugh. Mm-mm-mm. $6.99. Okay. So message required. Okay. Now we should have a correct mechanic here. Well, I appreciate it, V, so thank you. If anything, like, everybody's still earning channel points, it's just, yeah, the redemptions were off. But luckily I have that command, so it makes things easier. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Ikion, what's up?
Wait, what? What?
How you doing, Mr. Y? Okay. So now we're going to 6. So I do notice that if I'm going too fast, the ball does not spawn fast enough. Let's try spamming this a little bit. Yeah, it does appear that if I'm spamming it, it can skip a number. So how can we avoid that? We can make the kill message a little bit slower. There, our door's working. So as long as you get the number right, like you're gonna get a message pop up on screen, you'll understand, hey, I did it. But as for like making attempts at the puzzle itself, if you're going too fast, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're only getting 1 ball for every 2. So we're going to address that. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break. We'll have a giveaway running. No, it's not that code. Code word's going to be... Alright, code word's up on screen. It's Jinkalastafish. Just fifth. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Wow. Say bananas.
Wow.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
You're all free now!
Yes, happy Jinkle Lastjif Vigil to you too. Welcome back. So, I've got my breakfast. Sharp cheddar cheese blocks.
I use the kill
Dr.
message
Pepper Zero.
on Basin Trigger.
Nom nom nom. Yum. Mm-hmm. Cheese and Dr. Pepper. It was a new flavor. I haven't tried it yet. Zero sugar, strawberries and cream. Probably goes good with cheese. But yeah, Escape Room Artist is saying I use the kill message on Basin Trigger. I don't know if you're memeing, Escape Room Artist. I can't tell if you're memeing. Or are you trying to help? Huh. It's like strawberries and cream ice cream, so can't complain. No meme. You're not memeing? It's not too late, Escape Room Artist. You can meme if you want. So right now, my asset spawner is too slow. And I can't make it faster. So 1 second is the fastest amount of time. Essentially, the player is able to spam each one of the spinners. And by spamming it, they are within this 1 second delay. However, if I were to make this even slower, I think people would get frustrated. So I'm going to attempt to find a solution for our asset spawner. Here's a thought. What if, much like my basins here, I also had a replace asset for the asset spawner? So essentially, every time I spawned a ball, I was respawning, or replacing in this case, the asset spawner itself. It's worth a try. So instead of when the dial number is hit, the ball dies when the door opens. I see what you're saying. The only problem, Escape Room Artist, that I can foresee, and this may or may not be a problem, I suppose we could do it with testing, is if the ball gets caught in between one of these, or for example, one of the doors is open, whereas the one above it is not, the ball will not have the opportunity to fall if I went into a specific order. So by having it the way it is now, the player can input the numbers at any time in any order. So what you're describing is that the ball dies when the door opens. So when a door opens, okay, I'm starting to register here. We can send a message on open or message on close. So if it's on close, that's when it's going to kill the ball. The ball itself, unfortunately, I mean, that's a potential solution. I'm going to keep it in the back of my mind. We'll mull it over. We'll mull it over. I'm not going to rule it out. Instead, I do want to see if this replace asset works. And you could kill the basin. So we can't add a health component to the basin itself. We do have a kill command that we could attach to the replace asset. The replace asset is currently there for whenever we hit the reset button. We tried a health component on the replace, or the parent, and unfortunately the door was not reset properly. So that's why we had to go to the replace asset. But yeah, I appreciate the help, Escape Room Artist, but also, I don't want you to spend too much time thinking about it, because these are the things, these are like problems that, you know, like, it's my responsibility really to figure it out. If you're enjoying the problem solving, then I take it back. I take it back. Okay, so we're going to be replacing it on the attempts. So we're going to do try, the combo try. And so we're going to attach the ball. This is going to be ball 1. So we'll go ahead and make a preset name for this. This is going to be spinner combo. Let me do spinner ball 1. Or more specifically, for this combination, 4204. Make it a new preset. Now Now we can find that preset. It'll be replacing itself with itself every trial attempt. Now, I could also add a delay if this is not working as intended. But yeah, I'm feeling hopeful here. We'll see if it works. Well, escape room artist, don't take it personally. Instead, I like what you're suggesting. Right now, my mind is like trying to figure out a certain path, and it's basically like you're saying, "Hey, look at this path," and it's not a bad thing. Instead, like I now have that as a plan B, but I have to like my mind has to do this first, you know. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. So, okay, so every time we attempt the ball. What the heck? What happened here? What? Did I break it? Was that like a bug? What? 4 to 5. What's going on? What's happening? Spawning on top. In the silk map? Oh yeah, with the Nadia map. So that's the studio, I think, is Nadia. But yeah, all their wall assets are incredible. I don't know what I did here, but the asset was spawning in the wrong place. That's spinner 1, 4 to 5. Which appears to be spawning right there. I think we just had a bug. But that's not a good bug. Okay, now it's on a different number. It's very strange. Okay, it's doing it with this one too. Something is really messed up behind the scenes, and there's no real explanation for it to do this. I didn't overwrite these presets, and in fact we did look at one. So I think we have to restart GameMaker. GameMaker's haunted. If it keeps doing that after restarting GameMaker, I'm going to be really concerned. Because I didn't adjust those presets at all. Like, we haven't even touched them. Any second now. Well,
We're waiting.
I'm telling you, it's an escape. I have to escape this room. I don't know. Maybe it's a game maker thing? Because it's still loading. Why do you do this to me, Game Maker? So, this is a good time to ask, because there's nothing else to do. What other things do you guys want to learn how to do in Game Maker? So I made that RNG tutorial over the weekend. Super simple, and I think if I keep it simple, I don't try to add memes, I don't spend hours editing, like I can pump more out. So, if there are any mechanics you guys want to have access to in a video format, let me know. Okay, so it occurred on 2 to 3. Fixed itself. Again, this is Game Maker being haunted here. So all of my stuff works. Okay, what the hell, dude? What the hell? Literally, what the heck? What is happening? Are they, like, doing things behind the scenes? Because I did not adjust them. Not only that, it's doing different numbers every time. But it's spawning the assets directly on top of the asset I'm interacting with. So something is getting weird here. Because all through the first portion of the stream, they were working fine. Then all of a sudden they stopped working as intended, and instead they're spawning on a different asset. My first thought is they're colliding with something, and that's causing the problem. I don't see why that could happen. Why is Game Maker so weird all the time? Did I do anything different? Let's try and find which one's not working properly. But crazy enough, it's a different one every time. Like, it didn't do it on this one that time. There it is, 3 to 4. And it spawns the 4 to 5 over here. Okay, so what happens if I reset it? Are we going to get the same thing? No, and in fact we get a different number in the different location. I quit.
This is fine.
Yeah, right. I don't understand. And that's what's most frustrating. Like, I don't even know where to start with that. Because it's not even something in my control. So it's like, how do you fix it? Like, I don't know what to do here. It's a different number every time. Is it perhaps one of these mechanics is interrupting it? I mean, this is the last one we added, was the second replace asset. So there is a chance that the replace asset... Well, why would it? It's just one message. It's literally one message. Did this not... This didn't even have the correct tag anyway. But I turned it off, in case that was the problem. In fact, I'll turn all of these off. in an attempt to just troubleshoot this. But I'm not crazy here. Like, it's literally out of my control. There's nothing I can do. Somehow, it's fine now? So maybe it is one of those messages. Why in the hell would one of those messages interrupt this of all things?
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
What's up, Kay? Good morning. I don't understand why that would interrupt the asset spawner mechanic, but it appears to be doing that. And I think it's because one of these assets... Okay, it's doing it now. Okay. So we used a replace asset on an asset spawner. Those are the only things it's attached to. Are we, like, discovering a new bug in real time? Is that what's occurring? I mean, if we figured out what's causing it, I guess I'm okay with this. But apparently having a replace asset that is a parent of an asset spawner completely mucks up any other asset spawner. So replacing a non-relative asset spawner has disrupted another asset spawner. This is intriguing, to say the least. Okay, now it's not doing it. See you later, PG.
They're there. Everything's going to be fine.
It's not gonna be fine, B. We discovered a new bug, though, I guess. So basically, this replace asset is completely messing up. And it might be specifically because we're using this message. So we're essentially spawning an asset while also replacing the asset that's spawning the asset. So in theory, this should work as intended now, where it will not replace itself and will not offset the asset. That's a really weird interaction, though. The fact that it's, like, offsetting it in such a way. Like, it's really boggling my brain right now. I guess I report this? I don't even know how to report this. When you replace a parent of an asset song, use a on a parent of an asset spawner. Hey, Ertos. Using the same message, it offsets non-connected asset spawners around the map. I guess that makes sense. In other places of the experience. Huh. Like, I'm not crazy, right? This is not how it's supposed to happen. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. However, I did have a workaround for this. So this is going to be spinner.combo.try.2. And that's going to be going to spinner.ball. So essentially, I'm going to use that try message on a super short delay. So the ball will spawn and then instantaneously be removed. Before I was using the exact same message, now I've made a relay using a health component. Sounds good, Sparky. Okay, so we can toggle all these back on. Turns out it was just the one thing, but I mean, I'm glad we documented it. So that was the weirdest bug I think I've ever encountered.
So it's
420! Definitely in the top 10 weirdest. Okay, it is now spawning faster, but it does still have that problem. And just to be doubly sure that this is the problem asset, I'm going to toggle it off again. So, like, we have pinpointed the problem. I don't know why I spend this time agonizing. With the offset, Woke Zombie, were you able to recreate the offset problem that I'm getting? So again, just not having that replace asset appears to fix this. Okay, so now I'm going to have the asset spawner be destroyed . Okay, Woke Zombie. Well, if you record yourself, I would love to watch it, although it's very difficult to understand other people's mechanics through text. It takes a lot of my mental strength. And I'm trying to right now pivot my mental strength towards what I'm working on. But But it does sound like you've found some success. Okay, so I am going to use an asset spawner here to spawn the asset spawner. The asset spawner will be removed on the try to message. While also simultaneously spawning the next one. So we're going to be making spinner combo 4204 ball. Is there a better way to describe this? Sure, we'll do spinner ball. Okay, so this is the asset spawner. So again, all I'm trying to do is navigate around the player spamming. So by doing this in advance, it helps me in the long run. So we're going to do the preset, spawn the preset. Now, this is also going to have a delay, so that doesn't really help me, does it? This is why we went with the replace asset in the first place. And I think that's partly why we got that offset problem, is because the replace asset also wasn't able to keep up. There was still a delay. Do we have any other options? We could use a platformer. We could go back to what Escape from Artist was suggesting, which has a lot of potential here. So to kill the basin when the door opens. But I'm imagining that might have some problems because I can't kill it efficiently. So the ball could be destroyed only on the door closing. But if the ball gets stuck in between one of them, and let's say the player changes the first number, and the ball is already past that first number, then they're going to have the wrong combination and still get the door open. So right now I'm imagining that method does not work. It's an ad. Yeah, it's that's one of my OBS plugins. But I do think we could use these. I think Escape from Artist is onto something. So the message on open and the message on close. If we have it on close to destroy the ball and a new one spawns, that might be useful. However, we have that trial method. So I think we'll try it. Why not? We're kind of running out of options anyway. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to go ahead and remove this one as well. Move it to the side. So, we're going to spawn the ball on the try message. Let's go ahead and bring out the ball preset as well. Now, this same message, spinner.combo.try, is not only spawning the ball, we also want the rotation of the basin to be what kills it. So it's going to be the spinner.combo.4204.incorrect. So this is going to be a new message we set up. We'll go ahead and resave this preset. Then each of these doors, we're going to edit the logic, and when they close, they will send out that message. Now that message goes to everyone within range. We're going to go ahead and set it to all. Great. So if that works, fantastic. We'll set this up. Now the only problem is if the player hits that dial one too many times, it's going to cause the ball to be destroyed. So I think that means we would need to set up some sort of health command with the ball itself. Let's bring out the ball again. So instead of a plant behavior, it could also have a health component. And what we could do is we can have the spinner.combo.try deal like half of the damage, because our problem here is that if the player is spamming it, the ball is being removed and not spawned fast enough. So if we have, let's just say, 33 health, we'll just make it an even 25, why not? So this ball will still fall, and we're going to be sending damage to it. We can use a message broadcaster, but either should work. We're going to do damage 20. Sure, why not? This is going to be to specific tags. We'll max the tag, and we're just doing the ball. I do actually need to make sure that only the ball is receiving that damage, and not these. So these are spinner.box. Okay, great. So the ball receives the damage when we do the trials. So it's going to be wait on broadcast and the try. Okay. Looks like with the message broadcasters, there's no delay, which is interesting. However, I think we might try duration 2 and 1. So I'm slowly killing it every trial. And so Paul, also giving this some thought, says since decorations can send messages, each of the spinners can be linked to a bucket. Whenever the wrong animation is played, the ball resets to the top, and the bucket for that spinner is spawned again if the spinner was changed from the right number to wrong to catch the ball. I appreciate the help, so thank you, Paul, Woke Zombie, and Escape from Artist for wanting to help. This is just one of those things where it's like, I have to think about it, you know? And right now I'm thinking about one thing. And I like the suggestions, so right now they're in my subconscious, and I have to think about them. And I have to, like, work through the one I'm working on right now. So it resets to the top, and the bucket for that spinner is respawned again. Yeah, I'll come back to that. So I'm going to try this damage idea first. Great, so we have the kill message. We have the damage message. It's being sent to the spinner.ball every time we do the try. We don't want duration for now. We might try it after. But we're going to do once on the message combo.try. So every time we try something, it's going to deal 20 damage to our ball. I also do not want the try to kill the ball. Instead, the try is going to be dealing 20 damage. So 2 tries kills every ball. That's the idea here. Basically, every 2 tries, the ball dies, but every try, a new ball spawns. Makes sense. Ah, crap. That's fine, though. Let's see. So now, we'll try it. Great, so I can see the 20 damage. And we can see it spawning a new one. So that means, after every few attempts, we're spawning a new one, so there's always 2 balls active. Which is not a bad thing, because we only need 1 to reach the ground, right? So 1 is always being destroyed while another spawns. So we're kind of like interchanging between them. I think this is going to fix our problem here. So we got 4, 2, 3, and 4. And so I spammed it the whole time. A ball did eventually get to the bottom. So I'm pretty happy with that solution. I think I can rest easy now. Yeah. And it didn't offset, so I'm pretty happy with that. So same situation on this asset. But yeah, thanks again everybody for your suggestions. I think we found the solution that works for my case. I do think everyone did, you know, contribute to the success of that. However, it's a little bit frustrating sometimes when GameMaker isn't cooperating. So like all of my solutions, I got stuck because GameMaker was like, hey, I think you wanted this to happen, such as the offset. Like that was such a weird bug that we reported. But no, overall this seems to be working. We'll try one more time, this time deleting that ball so it doesn't activate. And then we're also going to test the second combination, 4699, and then we're going to call it a day. So again, this is me spamming it. So basically, we always have 2 balls active in each. Now, could this perhaps be disruptive towards, like, causing lag? Well, it's only when the player is interacting with it is that message is going out. So I don't think it's going to be lagging as much as someone might presume, because this message isn't like ongoing. It's not like an ongoing process. It's rather like, hey, I interacted with something, boom, damage message goes out. And we've limited the amount of messages compared to the previous, so fewer things are dying. Because we are setting up multiple combinations, I would argue that we're going to be killing more assets at the same time. So the ball themselves, we might want to give like a death delay. Would be a good idea. But no, I'm pretty happy with this. So I'd probably give like each ball a different death delay. That way we're not having everything die at the exact same time. And we're going to be replacing the ball with a smaller asset. We're going to be placing the basins with smaller assets. Everything else looks pretty good. The door opens. The puzzle is pretty much there. We figured out the spamming problem. And it's not crashing. I mean, that's the most important thing. That's awesome, Woke Zombie. Let's see. I mean, overall, it's pretty efficient. I'm not exactly getting, like, frame drops. This red spike, I'm not quite sure where it comes from. This isn't all my games. It's just, like, every 1 second, like, literally every second, I'm getting a red, like, blip. Is that for everyone? Like, does everyone get that? Whatever you're playing? So I'm looking at the top right here. Hard to say. It's not noticeable. Cool. Alright, thanks everybody for watching. I gotta get to work. But, because you all have been so helpful, and so, generous, we're doing a super secret giveaway. This is gonna be for an O24K Dork Samurai piece. If you're here, you're eligible. All you gotta do is type in the code word. Here.
Always a pleasure.
Super secret. This is gonna be for a head piece, an arm piece, or a leg piece. So you'll get your choice.
Wait, what?
At 10 seconds. Same to you, King. Thanks for popping in. All right, our winner. Go West! Won it. Congratulations, Go West. Arm, head, or legs? So Go West, would you like arm, head, or legs? Beefcake? There's no beefcake set. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see if anybody's live. Okay, sounds good, Go West. See ya. Thanks, Vivox, Zertos, Wicked. Go West, J-Dog, Ikion, King Crypto, O24K, Mosquita, Blue Tulip, Luke Skywalker, Huddle Hill, Secret Meow, Jayona, King Crypto. Who else? Wogue Zombie, Escape Room Artist. Always a pleasure. Thank you, Escape Room Artist. And Paul. Thank you, Paul. Don't let Monday get to you. Too late. Oh yeah, well, Pickaxe, I think they're still UTC. They're on the other side of the world. We Americans made it weird. Alright, bye.